Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda.
Yes, Nityananda, everyone. Nityananda. After this beautiful Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as we all got showered with the blessings from this beautiful space, let us enter into the next round of power manifestation. As always, the best thing that you can do after being showered with immense energy is manifest this energy in the form of Shakti, Paramashiva Shakti, the powers of Paramashiva. Let us all settle down and be on camera and get ready. We're going to manifest the power of Mahima as we have done throughout the day. Requesting everyone to please come on camera throughout the session. There are some participants who are not on camera. Please come on camera and let's get ready. Settle down as you're going to enter into another level of this power. So we have been manifesting this power on our own body, on small objects in our hand, big objects in the distance. And now we are going to manifest it on two objects. Let's do two objects. If you have a partner with you, make them hold the object. If you have any family members, team members around you, ask them to hold the object for you. Yes, Jeremy already has two objects in his hand, well prepared for the power manifestation. Yes, Nidya Chakra Raja Sarupini has a partner with her, so manifest the power for each other. Requesting it's his birthday. Okay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeremy.
What a great blessing to have the rare, very rare Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan on your birthday. Very nice. So requesting also all the participants who are joining us in the Chinese translation room. Mahachakra Raja Sarupini, please address the people in the Chinese translation room and tell them to also pair up and manifest. Oh, 8K. Great, thank you, Ma. To manifest the power and share the results also. We know there are many people joining, so they should also widely share the results from the power manifestation. So enough talk, let us now enter into the power manifestation itself. As you measure the object to have the preliminary reference, settle down, just feel the object in your hand and drop the ideas and concepts, whatever you know about the objects or you believe you know about the objects. Gaze at the object, then even withdraw the idea of gazing at the object. This is how it is described in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. As you chant the Mahavakya, connect to Swamiji from the space of oneness. Withdraw everything that you know about the object until there is no difference between you and the object. From that space, declare for the size of the objects to increase. Connect to Swamiji and request him, oh Swamiji, you told that I am Paramashiva. Even though this has not yet become my full experience, you are my Guru and I surrender my self-doubt, my self-hatred, my self-denial to you. Manifest this power through me, increase the size of the objects, keep chanting the Mahavakya, remember Swamiji, and let us enter into this round of the power manifestation.
I bless you all let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om
Nityananda. So all the participants now they can share if they manifested any difference in the size of the object. They can share in the Zoom chat whatever they have manifested. It may not be the object, it may not be limited to the object itself. You may even have the experience during the manifestation within yourself. Even that you can share in the Zoom chat. Any experience, anything you go through during the power manifestation can be shared in the Zoom chat. So everything has the relevance. So all the participants, even the Chinese translator can encourage the other Chinese room to share their manifestation, whatever they were manifested, they can share in their Zoom chat.
Yes, see fundamental.
Good. Wei Wen Mei has manifested, she has messaged big. So you can tell it clearly, ma, what is that object, how much it has increased. Chakrarajeshwara Rupini, my cup size increased a little bit. Good. It's really good, ma. So you guys sharing will encourage other participants to involve, encourage them to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. It's good. You guys are sharing.
Yes, Mahavira is also sharing heat in the body.
Good. So see, everything has the relevance. So it is like you progressing in the path of achieving oneness with Paramashiva. So don't ignore anything, even a single thought, even a blank space, nothing. Share all whatever you manifest at that moment during the power manifestation. Whatever comes to you in your space, please share.
Yes. It seems we had a video glitch for the YouTube viewers. I hope the video is not stuck anymore. Please let us know in the chat also what is your experience. If the video feed is still lagging, please let us know. And once more, requesting also all the Chinese participants in the translation room to share their experience. Ma, if you could forward the messages, that would be great. As we are getting ready.
Yeah, the nails are getting little bigger. Wave and mate, that's really good. Yeah, see, you may not even recognize. So the power when you get into oneness with Paramashiva, so many good things, so many things you will manifest, so many desires will get manifest around you, just like that. So sharing is very important, which encourages you as well as other participants to manifest the powers.
Yes, with this, we are now going to move on to the next segment. Thank you all to the participants who are sharing their experiences. Make sure whenever you're manifesting the powers to share your experience so you can manifest a breakthrough and really build this experience into your muscle and biomemory. We are now going to learn about deeper truths. What does it mean that we are the source? How can we cognize this? And what is the effects, after effects, side effects? What are the benefits of cognizing ourselves as the source? Let us listen to Swamiji as he is sharing these truths, requesting everyone to please be in a space of deep listening and restful awareness as we enter into this jnana segment. You can still share your experiences in the chat, Ma. Chakraraj Sarupini, if more people are sharing their experiences, please share them here in the Zoom chat as well.
In
the Agori tradition is the science of enlightenment. They work with human fevers. They say there is 64. I bless you all. Let you all open. In the Agori tradition is the path of science of enlightenment. They work with the human fevers. They say there is 64 kind of a fever which is responsible for our physical and mental imbalances. All your physical disease and mental disease is just because of these 64 fevers. Your anger will be a kind of a fever radiating around you. If you are carrying so much of negative thoughts like a vengeance, violence, you will be radiating a kind of a fever around you. For every kind of a thought trend, you will radiate a kind of a fever. If you are carrying too much of violence and anger, even the objects which you touch will become poisonous. Understand? I was surprised when I studied that science. When I studied the Agori tradition, then I understood. In the Agori tradition is the path of science of enlightenment. They work with the human fevers. They say there is 64 kind of a fever which is responsible for our physical and mental imbalances. All your physical disease and mental disease is just because of these 64 fevers. Your anger will be a kind of a fever radiating around you. If you are carrying so much of negative thoughts like a vengeance, violence, you will be radiating a kind of a fever around you. For every kind of a thought trend, you will radiate a kind of a fever. If you are carrying too much of violence and anger, even the objects which you touch will become poisonous. Understand? I was surprised when I studied that science. When I studied the Agori tradition, then I understood human beings carry so much of vengeance because mind needs dissatisfaction and vengeance and violence as a root. If you are having mind, be very clear, you carry such big load of vengeance, such big load of dissatisfaction, such big load of the negative fire, fever. That is why wherever you put your feet, you radiate poison. Grass dies. In Zen Buddhist tradition, in front of your cottage, if the grass is dead, if you have created a walkway by your walking, you will not receive sannyas. They won't give you sannyas. This is a method of training. In front of your cottage, there will be a big lawn. You are supposed to use the same route, but if the grass dies, you will not be given sannyas. Means, still unconsciously you have not dropped the violence. It's a very subtle but powerful science. Only when I studied, I understood how the mind lives on dissatisfaction. Paramahamsas, enlightened beings, does not leave footprint. Anybody who does not leave footprint, who is not heavy on the planet Earth, is called Paramahamsa. Even not only his lifestyle, even his very way in which he carries his being will be so light, radiating so much of lightness, innocence, radiating so much of the carefreeness or the joy. Of course, no other word. That is what, that kind of beings are only called Paramahamsas. In our time shaft, there is no gap. Constantly things are getting written. I think overwritten. Overwritten. Our mind, how much it feels dissatisfaction, that much it does not feel satisfaction. You can see when you feel the hunger, at first you will feel in the navel center. After a few minutes, you will feel all over the body. Then it will become irritation, shouting at everybody, and your whole body will be burning, literally. But you don't feel the same satisfaction after you dump the food. You may be filled but not fulfilled. We may be filling but not feeling fulfilled. Same way, thirst. Before drinking water, we feel so much of thirst. But after that, we just take it for granted. After eating or drinking, the satisfaction which we feel, we do not cherish, we do not experience, we do not live it, we take it for granted. Any joy you can see in your life, you take it for granted. You start asking, what next? There is a beautiful stotra by Shankara. Tatakim, tatakim, tatakim. What next, what next, what next? Your mind is alive only by asking what next, what next, what next. It can't relax here and now. When Shiva says, wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, actualize that, be in that moment. If you are finding satisfaction means you are relaxing into that present moment. You are resting into that present moment. You are entering into a space where you don't have boundary, you don't have heaviness, you are not creating footprint. Just be in that space. But our mind is such. Ramana Maharshi says beautifully. There's a beautiful one-liner from Ramana Maharshi. He says in Tamil, I'll give you the translation. Before achieving, even mustard seed will look like a mountain. After achieving, even a mountain will look like a mustard seed for the mind. Before you getting it, even a mustard seed, small thing, will look like a mountain. Without that, your life will not move. For example, a cell phone or a shoe, which you see when you go for window shopping. When you go for shopping, it's called window shopping, just seeing and walking. Particular kind of a cloth or some shoe or some cell phone. You just look at it. You have a thought, why not have that? You say, no, later on, let me save a little money and buy. You just walk. But the thought is in your mind. Your mind will now give all kinds of justifications why you should have that. If it is a shoe, it will tell, if I have that shoe, early morning 4:30 I can get up and go for a running, I will be more healthy. It will give all kinds of justifications, as if you will get that shoe and start running every day morning, as if your whole morning waking up and running is only in that shoes, and without that shoe you can't get up or you can't do any running with your old shoe. No, nothing. Your mind will create all kinds of scene. And with that cell phone, you will really start doing lot of business and develop all your relationships. It will give all kinds of ideas. If I have that cell phone, I will be able to call every time. I can keep up with my business, or I can take care of all the relationships. Some idea. Same way with that cloth. I think that cloth will really look nice on me. I'll really feel more confident and courage. And it will give all kinds of ideas. And somehow finally, because your mind says so many times again and again, you may save little money and get that shoe. First few days, you will not even remove that shoe when you go to sleep. It will be there in your leg even when you fall asleep. It will be almost like a part, Karna's Kavacha Kundala. The Karna's Kavacha Kundala can't be removed from his body. It will be just like that, just always with you. After a few days, you will say, okay. Whenever you go for some parties or some time, you will wear. After a month, rarely, maybe some important thing. After 3 months, it will be lying near that small corner room which is always under that staircase. Nobody will be there even to clean or polish it. It will be lying there. You can see your mind. Just go to your garage and see all over how many things are lying, and before buying, what all words your mind said, and how your mind was showing all these things are really necessary for your life. Especially when you read that Sky Mall magazine, the flight, it gives you such a feeling that without that product you can't take next step in your life. And it gives you such a fantastic feeling with that photograph and everything. Almost your mind says you can't live the next day without that product. Order now. And it's like a hypnotizing, especially these TV ads in US I saw. Call now, call now, call now. And almost that way in which it is presented, your mind will say you can't take the next step. You can't live your life without that product. Or there is something really missing without that product. Go around and see your garage. See your, not only garage, just go around and see the whole house. Go and stand near every object, everything in your house, and just have a small write-up, 2-line write-up. What you felt before that became part of your life. First with your house, with your car, with your wife, with your relationships, with your every product. Just see what was the comment or what was the thought before that became part of your life. And what is the thought now? You will understand your life or your mind records only dissatisfactions. When Buddha says life is suffering, he does not mean that true life is suffering. No. He himself was not suffering, radiating joy and bliss. How can he say life is suffering? What you think or what you record life as is suffering. In your mind, what all you record as life is suffering. That is what he means. There is a beautiful saying in the Upanishad. Once you become enlightened, your future and past both can be changed. I was actually confused when I read. See, future can be changed, that I can agree, because it is open. How can past be changed? Because past has already happened. Only when I myself had experience, I understood the past as you think is not the original past which happened. What you think as your past is not the whole complete record. What you think as your biography is only selected, edited version. It is not the whole as it happened. So only when you become enlightened, you will experience the true past. You will see everything happened. As on now, What you remember as past now is not your past. Maybe a little confusing. What is this? It is true. In your life, if you had 100 incidents, dissatisfaction or suffering, at least 101 incident with satisfaction and joy has happened. That is why you are still alive. See, the prana flow can happen in you only if more number of joyful incidents are recorded in your unconscious, in your inner space. Still you being alive is the solid proof that your unconscious has not really lost the hope about life. Means at least 1% is more joy is recorded in your inner space. Intellectually, consciously you may not remember, but in the inner space the recording of the joy or satisfaction is 1% more than the dissatisfaction. That is why still you have hope and still you are breathing. Otherwise you would have decided, enough, I breathed, enough, I lived, bas, let's pack up. Now really, still you being alive is the solid proof that 1% more joy is there inside recording. You may not remember it. You may not remember your past as it happened. Only when you become enlightened, you will realize the whole past as it happened. That is what the rishis say. When you become enlightened, your future and past both will change. You will realize your true past. So many wonderful things have happened. Many times again and again you come back to that present moment. Satisfaction, joy or restfulness, but you don't feel comfortable with that state. Every day, at least few times you experience the state of Paramahamsa, state of Shiva consciousness, but you feel uneasy with it. You feel uneasy with it. You don't feel homely with it. You don't feel that is your state. Your natural state has become unnatural for you. That is why you say, no, this is, I think this looks too much. It's okay. Before even you consciously relaxing into it, you jump out of it. Raman Maharshi says beautifully, whenever you want something, some outer object, like want to enjoy a sweet or some joy, your mind is running towards that object. The moment you put that object into your mouth or that object comes in contact with your senses, immediately the running stops, you come back to the present moment. You falling back to the present moment only radiates joy and satisfaction. Then you start thinking that joy is coming from that object. No. If the joy is coming from that sweet, then after 10 sweets, the joy should be more. But it is not. See the logic. As you believe, if the joy is from that sweet, after 10 sweets, the more number of sweets, joy should be more. But it is not. Why? It is not from that sweet. It is because your mind falls back to yourself. He gives a beautiful example. A dog which got a dry bone is biting the dry bone. Somehow the dry bone started poking into its own gums and blood started flowing. The dog is just enjoying that blood and thinking that blood is coming from that bone. how the dog is mistaking the blood from his own mouth is the blood from the bone and enjoying it. Same way, you also, when you experience the sense pleasures, when you live those sense pleasures, the joy which comes out of your own self, you attribute it to that object. If the dog starts thinking that blood is coming from that bone, it will just bite the bone more strongly. Same way, you catch that sense object more strongly. But suddenly you will see the emptiness. After 10 sweets, no more joy. Because your mind is now accustomed to the sweet. Even when you put the sweet in your tongue, it is not ready to rest. It is asking, what next? What next? What next? It is not relaxing, resting into that satisfaction. Now you play the next role. Oh, there is no joy in the sense object. One side of your mind is saying, there is no joy. The same joy is not there in that sweet. But your inner mind is telling, no, 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 no. No, 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 you are doing wrong. I think try once more, try little more. We may get little more joy. Because you are not ready to believe that there is no joy in the object, because that's the only thing you have in your hand. If in that also there is no hope, means what will happen? You become hopeless. That is too much. So you try to hold on. So you try to add rasa, juice to the object from your own being and try to enjoy. You are not ready to believe that there is no joy from the sense, from the object. The joy is from your inner space because you are relaxing, resting. Mahadeva says beautifully, wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, actualize this. In Zen, they have something called tea ceremony. It's nothing, just they will prepare tea and drink. But that is given so much of spiritual significance, you will be surprised. All the monks will sit around and that they will be just sitting and listening to the sound of tea boiling. That water sound, glug, 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 glug. And that beautiful smell of the steam. And just with a deep meditative mood. And when they pour the tea, just that sound which is created with a full awareness and your deep thirst for the tea or that feeling to sip the tea, just be with that. And beautifully when you sip the tea, the whole tea traveling inside your system, and that satisfaction it is creating inside your system, and that beautiful restfulness and that relaxation or satisfaction which comes because you got what you want. The whole mood, the whole thing, just a cup of tea can lead you to enlightenment. Understand? Just that satisfaction, if you can live intensely, there is a beautiful truth behind this whole tea ceremony. Let me explain the truth, then you will understand the Mahadeva or Shiva's technique. In your inner space, two things will get recorded, two samskaras will get engraved. Samskara means the engraved memory which is powerful enough to make you go through the same action. If you are addicted to coffee, morning 7 o'clock, once you hear the bell 7, inside coffee, addiction, you see addiction word can be defined Understand this definition. Without that object, you will feel deep dissatisfaction. With that, you won't feel much satisfaction. Is addiction. Understand, this is the definition of addiction. With anything, without that object, you will feel deeply dissatisfied. If you can't smoke, at that point, you can't stand, like you will feel so restless. You will walk here, you will walk there, you will go to bathroom, you will walk here, you will walk there, and you will be shouting at everybody. You will be kicking the shoes, you will be kicking this. You will be doing all sorts of things like Tom and Jerry. But once you smoke, the joy will not be too much. You will take it for granted. Okay, next. That is what is called addiction. The powerful engraved memory which can make you go through the same action again and again without giving you the satisfaction is called samskara. Samskara and mantra both are opposite to each other. The words are the memory which stays in you and makes you more and more dull and addictive is samskara. The words are memories which stays in you and liberates you more and more from your bondages is called mantra. The words which stays in you and liberates you is mantra. The words which stays in you and binds you is samskara. That's all. Understand? When you are caught with these samskaras, when you don't feel the satisfaction of what is happening inside you, you will record more samskara and less experience. Let me repeat once more. Inside your inner space, two things will be recorded. For example, the memory of drinking tea and the joy or intense satisfaction which you felt during drinking tea. These two will be recorded. If that satisfaction, the joy, if it is deeply recorded, you won't need the same act of drinking tea again and again. If this experience or the joy or quality of satisfaction is not deeply recorded in you, you need this act to be done again and again. If there is a quality of experience in you, the quantity of act is not needed. If the quantity of act is needed means the quality of experience is not deeply recorded in you. That is why Mahadeva says, Shiva says in another one technique, anything you do with your conscious full awareness will liberate you. Understand? It means if you smoke intensely, consciously, only once you will be liberated from smoking. If you smoke consciously, intensely, even once, you will be liberated. You will not be bound. Because anything you do it completely does not create footprint or leave karma or samskara inside your inner space. Karma means unfulfilled action, which is powerful enough to make you go through the same action again and again to make you feel fulfilled. If you do any action, whether it is seeing something, or listening something, or tasting something, or smelling something, or touching something, anything with full conscious awareness even once, without drifting into the past or future during that act. Usually when you are drinking tea, your mind will be doing everything else except enjoying the tea. When you can see in your life, when you put the brush morning to brush your teeth, your mind is already in the office, sitting and calculating and thinking what to do. That is why when you are in the shower, you are talking to your boss. Sometimes even verbally you talk. When you are in the shower, you are talking to somebody. What to do? And when you are sitting in the office, already you are in the evening sea beach or in the temple or thinking about the vacation. When you are in the sea beach, already you are thinking when to go back to the home. When you are in the home, already you are thinking when next day morning you will go to the office. One thing is sure, if you are here, your mind is not here. That's all. That we are very clear. Anything you do, even once, without drifting into the past or the future, will liberate you. Any karma. Because you are embodiment of fulfillment. You are Purna. There is a beautiful Upanishad sloka. Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. From the whole comes the whole, and if the whole is added to the whole or removed from the whole remains as whole. Maths cannot help. Logic cannot help you to understand this. And now, recently, the Western mathematicians are agreeing 2 plus 2 is not 4. No, really. It is 4 plus something. Whenever you add two things, it is not just a logical equal thing which we were believing always. No. 2 plus 2 is not just 4, because the adding action, that brings some result. See, 2 plus 2 is not just 4. Adding is an action. What about that result? Once you add 2 plus, you see, when the 2 is separate, 2, and there is another one 2, separate 2, these two, when they are added, it is not just 4 plus the quality of adding. Now this 4 is ready to get added to anything else. Now the 4 has got a quality or the idea or the mental setup of getting added to anything. That is why 2 plus 2 is not just 4, it is something more. Because the 4 has now learnt how to expand itself. This just 2 do not know how to expand itself. This next 2 also do not know how to expand itself. When these 2 are joined together and became 4, now they have an intellectual property, how to expand them. They are something more than 4. Now they know the technique of how to adding more and more into them and how to assimilating or how to expand. Understand? That is why the regular logic is not a complete logic. The system of the Purnamata, if you understand this one Upanishad mantra, the whole comes out of whole and goes back to whole. If you take the whole out of the whole remains as a whole. It's a very beautiful but very subtle truth. You need your full attention and awareness to digest this truth. But very understanding will transform you. You don't even need to meditate separately. You don't even need to meditate separately. The very understanding can transform you. See, now by your nature, whether you believe it or not, you are a whole being. You are a conscious being. Any action, if you do with that whole being, without drifting into the past or the future, the whole, which is your being, even if the action is done, you will remain as a whole. You will not become half. Purnamata Purnamitam. You will remain as a pure conscious being. But when you do some action, if you drift away in the past or the future, you will become part. You will not remain as a whole. Then samskaras are written on you. Then karma is created. You have to do the same action once more because you have not been in that whole state when you did that action. When you were smoking, if you were completely into that smoking, there was no other past or future, the whole was doing something holy, then you are not engraving or creating a karma or the memory. You are liberated from that action. You will not be inspired or forced to do the same act again. If you are half off when you are doing some act, naturally, because you have done only half, you have not achieved the full satisfaction, you will carry that remain, you will carry that engraved memory, which will inspire you, force you to do the same act to feel the fulfillment through that act. That's all. That is the meaning of Purnamata and Purnamitam. Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. If you remain as whole, if all your actions are whole, with a whole integrated being, you will remain as whole. Anybody who remains as whole, whatever he does is holy. Understand? Paramahamsas are not classified or understood by their action. They are understood by their being. Paramahamsas are recognized by their being, not by their doing. That is why when Shankara is defining Paramahamsas, when he writes his Viveka Chudamani, he defines Paramahamsa. They are like Pichasa, Balaka and Bagula. See, they are like a ghost, mad and kids. All these things put together and something more. Means what? You can't define them. You can't define them. And in Paramahamsa Upanishad they say, no scale or rule or restriction binds them. They are completely liberated. They just live. They just live. They breathe the beautiful air of freedom, liberation, Swadantratva. Free is not the right word for Swadantra. Especially in this country, free word is too, it has got too much meaning, different meaning. Only one thing, whatever they do it whole, that's all. Because they are whole, no samskara or karma gets inscribed, engraved in them. They are not bound by anything. They are just full, complete. Their inner space is full, overflowing with joy. Understand? Anything you do half, karma is created, because that memory will make you go through the same act again and again till you feel completed. Whether it is a seeing or listening or smelling or tasting or touching, if you are whole, you are liberated. That is what Shiva says here. wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, it may be when you see some of your friend, or when you see some scene, or when you hear some music, or when you smell some smells, or when you taste some food, or when you have some pleasure by touch, anything it may be, or when you are sitting and thinking or remembering something, anything may be, the moment you feel something is giving you satisfaction, just sit with that, go into that feeling of satisfaction. As I was telling you, two things will be recorded in you: the memory of the object, the memory of that satisfaction, that experience. If you are drinking tea, the memory of the tea and joy which you experienced during drinking tea. If you fill your whole being with the joy or satisfaction, there is no space for the memory of the tea to get inscribed. So the quality of your enjoyment or quality of your experiencing, the quality to experience will become sharp in you. So any small object can bring the same ecstasy in you. For Paramahamsas, you don't need big things to make them joyful. Just a small flower is okay. They are so joyful. Nothing is required to make them joyful. That is why they say Shiva is called Asudosha, means easily pleased. The Sanskrit word Asudosha means easily pleased. Is called Bholenath, means innocent. Does not need much, just one small bay leaf, or little bit of rice, or little bit of Ganges water. Nothing much is necessary. He is happy and he gives you whatever you ask. That's why it's called Bholenath. Patram, Pushpam, Palam, Toyam. Nothing else is required. Just one leaf or one flower or just a little bit of something is enough. Nothing else is required. Asudosha, easily pleased. Simple guys. He doesn't need too many things to get pleased. He's a very simple person. You can see Shiva. All useless things which is not used by society at all is around him. Rudraksha, which has no value. There is no economical value, which is just lying all over. Is that all? Is abharanas, ornaments, and all the snakes which nobody wants. Is his friends, and the place where he lives, burial ground, which nobody wants to go. That is the place where he lives. What is his cosmetics? The ash from the burial ground, which nobody will touch. And who are his friends and companions? Bhutas. And the bhutas, which nobody wants to even relate with. So he is happy with all those things. He does not need. He says, anything you think as useful, please you have it. Whatever the society thinks as useless, whatever is discarded, thrown away, he says, yes, I'll take care. That I'll enjoy. He's like a waste management guy. He doesn't bother about all useful things. That let people enjoy. I don't need. All those discarded, useless things, he is very happy with it. He doesn't need too many things to please him. Asudosha. Simple things are enough. Because his quality to enjoy is so beautiful, so sharp, he does not need quantity. Whenever the quality of enjoyment, the quality to feel is intensified in your system, the quantity or the need will disappear in you. If you need more quantity, whether it is food or sex or music, be very clear, your quality to enjoy is less. Because your quality to enjoy is less, you are asking for more quantity. Here Shiva is saying, increase the quality to enjoy. Means just for next 3 days decide. Just next 3 days, nothing else. 3 days decide, I will not accumulate more stuff into my hell. No, we are accumulated hell, understand. Accumulated hell means all negative things we have accumulated. Even if we don't have enough, we borrow from our spouse. And they are ready to supply, they have a lot. And they are waiting to supply. And they have so much, they are waiting to supply. Just for 3 days, do not accumulate and connect and see all your dissatisfaction and suffering. Just 3 days, decide, morning till night, whenever you find some satisfaction and you do really find at least hundreds of time in your day-to-day life. For example, you felt thirsty, just you put little water in your mouth, just feel that satisfaction. You want to see your son or daughter or the person whom you love, you call them or you talk to them, you see them. The moment you see, you feel the satisfaction. Just imbibe it. You are feeling hungry and you are putting the food into your mouth. Once you put the food and just see how it travels and how it gives you the satisfaction. Just go into it. And there are so many other acts where you find some satisfaction, some joy. Just go into it. Even the small acts. Just go into it. And close your eyes and sit for a few minutes. And just enjoy that satisfaction. Slowly relax, unclutch from the object. Just enjoy that feeling. The quality to enjoy. Next 3 days, decide that you will experience, go into the satisfaction wherever you find it. Whatever act, wherever you find satisfaction, just sit and cherish. Be filled with it. Just let your being overflow. Let your whole mouth be filled with that amrita. Whenever you feel joy and satisfaction, your mouth will be filled with that saliva. It's called amrit. But you always experience only the poison, means the saliva which comes for asking something. The saliva which comes in your mouth asking something is poison, which comes in your mouth by feeling fulfilled is amrita. Anytime the saliva is filling your mouth by some joy or experiencing something, overflowing, it's called amrita. Just enjoy that amrit, that joy, that satisfaction, and live it. Live intensely. Let your whole inner space be occupied by that joy, by that bliss, by that experience. Let there be no space left for the engrams to be engraved, for the karma to get recorded. Suddenly you will see you became an accumulated joy and bliss. You are no more accumulated hell. And this joy will stay with you by and by without even the object touching your sense. Need for the quantity will disappear. If you are qualitatively happy without quantity adding to your sense, you are in eternal bliss. That's all. You are liberated. You are in Nithyananda. That's all. Just remember for these 3 days and try. It will just click. I always tell people, this bracelet, this mala and all, to remind you all these things only. When you take that bracelet, remember for next 3 days, whenever I see this bracelet, I will remember to be in Nithyananda. If I am wearing the mala, I will remember to be with the satisfaction, with the quality instead of quantity. If you are reminded by all these things, only then they are spiritually useful for you. Otherwise, just one more ornament to brag about. To brag about. No. It should be spiritually useful, directly. That is the reason you are given all these things. Directly, it should remind you about the higher ideals or the lifestyle which you took. Understand, these 3 days, remember and play with this technique. Suddenly it will click and open the new door. Let you all achieve through these teachings and technique the eternal bliss, Shiva's inner space, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Yes, Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Beautifully, Swamiji has shared how whatever leaves us with a desire for more cannot be called as fulfillment. Whenever we can fully cherish what we are experiencing, when we bring more quality to the experience, it will never leave us with addiction. Okay, Jeremy is sharing, I didn't do yoga today, then you should go ahead and do so just after the session. Just immediately after the session is over, you can do, no problem. And yes. So when we bring more quality into the experience, we will live through it fully. Swamiji literally gave this as the definition for karma. When we are not living through the incidences we are experiencing fully, then the desire to recreate the experience will be left in us as a trace. So we will always crave to recreate that experience, to try to fully live through it. So it will always be attracted back into our life. And then we are addicted. When the same action is performed, but the same satisfaction does not happen in us, that is addiction. So, how to get out of addiction is simply by fully cherishing whatever we are enjoying, whatever we are going through, bringing more intensity to the experience and more satisfaction.
Yes. So, first, we have to understand that whatever experience, whatever you are going through, whatever uh, the enjoyment you are going through, it is not from the external object. It is from the ultimate consciousness, the, the ultimate intelligence you have inside, which is always bliss. So, Swamiji clearly told, when you look in and understand the constant, continuous bliss which is inside, till then you will think that you are enjoying through from other outer objects. You think it is from outer object, but it is from your core, inner core consciousness. So Swamiji is giving a wonderful exercise now. Try now, pick any 5 acts that bring satisfaction and imbibe, cherish satisfaction. For example, receiving the darshan, reading a powerful cognition, having a cup of coffee. All those things can bring the enjoyment and satisfaction in you. So note down 5 acts which brings you enjoyment. You thinkers which brings enjoyment to you. Please note it down. We'll go through the exercise.
Yes, let's also tend to this question. As Maharaj has just shared, the enjoyment that you experience is not dependent on the external object. It is very much depending on the attitude that you cherish while you go through the experience. See, even if you have the best tasting birthday cake, if you just stuff it into you without cherishing it, without actively, consciously deciding to celebrate it, it will just be another junk food that you consume. If you drink the coffee with 5 spoons of sugar 5 times a day, you will lose that celebration. You will not be cherishing it. The same applies to our relationships. The moment we close ourselves to the newness of the other person, the miracle that that other being is, the moment we start taking them for granted, we will also not celebrate their relationship anymore. So let us now take this time, pick 5 objects, 5 acts that bring satisfaction to you, and consciously just cherish them. Let us take this conscious space to just decide to cherish them. You have your caffeinated drink, you can cherish that. But in general, just pick 5 objects for this exercise. If you have any questions or doubt about the exercise, then let us know so we can attend to it. Let us enter into this.
Jeremy has
Another message?
yeah. Jeremy has posted that what about drinking coffee not at the time but 30 minutes later? So the after effect of the caffeine. Yeah, even then. See, whatever you cherish, even the coffee during the time or even after that, you can note it down. I can understand your question. The caffeine effect. We may think it is having effect on our body, but even it is having effect on our body. The bliss cannot be touched. It cannot be affected. That is why Paramashiva, while having the alhala in his neck, still he was radiating the Paramasatva. The ultimate intelligent which is in you will not get affected by anything. Even your the psychological effect, emotional you go through, nothing will affect. Even the chemicals which is giving you ups and downs, nothing will affect the original state of bliss. So when you go through this exercise, you will understand. So you can note it down. Whatever you think as it is giving you pleasure, just by one glimpse, one powerful cognition of Swamiji while doing this exercise, immediately you will understand. Yes, I'm experiencing the bliss. So that is the importance of doing this exercise. So sincerely, Jeremy, do this exercise, and whatever you feel as the act which brings you enjoyment, please note it down and share. Please share in the Zoom chat. Only you share. And when we involve and help you, it is not only going to help you, but all the participants. So please, all the participants, share and involve in this wonderful, powerful power manifestation session.
Yes. Let's now move on to the process. We're going to project the steps on screen. So again, if you have any questions, please do let us know. So we have a lot of responses in the chat. Thank you all so much for your participation and contribution. See, whenever we are vividly sharing, then those sessions are most exciting. There's both for the acharyas and for the participants, I'm sure. When we engage in the session, it just becomes more vividly. So we have first, how can I enjoy if my mom comes and disturbs me? See, there's so many ways that you can cherish that. Just cherish the relationship with your mom. You can, obviously, you can look at negative sides, but if you want to sincerely cherish your relationship, you will most definitely find ways to do so. I'm very sure. Ma Nitya Chakraraja Sarupini is sharing 1, eat mashed potatoes, 2, start a new round of liquid diet from today. Okay, great. 3, count numbers. 4, visualize Venkateshwara in my third eye. And 5, receive durian from my brother. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. Chinese room, right? This. Okay. We have attended to these comments already.
Yeah, Jeremy, you written that you're satisfied when you bake bread. Yeah, that is also it's a good example, and it really makes me really happy. Okay, and Ma Mahabhairava Jnana Surupini, I shall go to new work units, pass the exam, be promoted, have a big house villa, be richer, younger, thinner, win the lawsuit. See, Mahabhairava Jnana Surupini, the things you have to note it down is what you already cherished in your life, which made you think that gives you happiness. The outer world things is giving you happiness. That is the thing. If you already cherished all these examples, then it is well and good. But you should have enjoyed all those things before. So that is very important.
So for this exercise, it is all about the things that we do not fully cherish, the experience we have not fully gone through, not fully lived through, not fully experienced. So we consciously decide to cherish them now. Like give the full experience to that act, to that object, to that idea that we carry.
And she also has written, receive the darshan. Yes, see, the same way the translator Ma, she also has written, she has experienced when she was enjoying the darshan, Venkateswara darshan. See, when what you experience during the darshan is the thing, what we are trying to say in this session. The, the, the bliss which is already there in your inner core, that you will experience during the darshan when you be in oneness with Swamiji. So because that Swamiji is the source, because you are turning yourself towards the source and grounding on the source, you are experiencing that bliss. That is the science, that is the thing you have to understand. So all this enjoyment, whatever you have written, whatever the pleasure you have cherished, you have to understand that it is not from the objects or the things or the situation which is outside, but it is from your inner core, the original state of bliss.
Yes, Jeremy also shared, I like the thought of eating healthy, like eating salads. Sharing one experience where he got free food at the temple. That is great. Yes, very much so. Swamiji specifically told 80% of our enlightenment is only keeping the stomach clean and light. You will see when you do the Nirahara, for example, and your body becomes light. You don't have that heaviness after eating a heavy, savory meal. Your thinking will be clear and you will be blissful. You will not be touched by the external ups and downs that you are experiencing. You will be stable. And the choices that you can make are much more straightforward and clear. You will be able to approach your goals. It has just too many benefits. That is why today also, even in the context of wealth creation, we had Haritaki as part of the detox. So taking Haritaki and just cleaning the intestine from the mouth all the way through the entire body is one of the greatest ways to experience that serene bliss. There's a question, can I take a lot of Haritaki? It is better to just take it on a regular basis. Like you can gradually increase the amount of Haritaki you take and see what is the response of your body. You should always be responsible with these kinds of lifestyle changes. But generally, you can take. I personally used to take a tablespoon of Haritaki every day, so it's okay. But don't overdo it. You're immediately going to experience the effect. So yes, there's one more message from
Mahavira Jnana Surabhini, as he has written that before things, lose weight easily, drink coffee, do pujas, attend the exam easily. Yes, good. See, if you already experienced it, you have to understand that all those the pleasure, enjoyment you cherished is from the intelligence, because the intelligence is alive inside you. You can even manifest the creation in your life. So it is good. It's well and good. You are moving in the right direction.
Yes, very much. Swamiji clearly said you are your intention to be. So you can cherish your visualization of how you want your life path to be.
And she has also written manifest my wishes. Definitely, see, all the participants should understand the 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 darshan what Swamiji gave today as Venkateswara Bhavatam Samadhi darshan is important, very important for us to manifest the wishes, the wealth, especially the wealth in our life. So all the obstacles, whatever you guys are facing, all the participants are facing in their life, will be removed, because the Swamiji is awakening the innate intelligence inside you, which is the bliss. Swamiji clearly explained, when you are in a bliss, continuous bliss, you will manifest the wealth, you will attract the wealth around you. So manifesting the powers, even you may do the exercise, the small things you are cherishing in your life, but when you do this exercise sincerely and manifest the powers, it you will manifest the wealth in your life, in your career also. So it is directly related to your wealth manifestation.
Yes, understand that Swamiji is present in all these sessions. So even when you go through a completion exercise, it is not only that you're reliving your experiences, you're looking at your past from a different angle. No, you saying yes for Paramashiva to manifest through you in this form of pure consciousness, you allowing yourself to be a channel for pure consciousness by doing the completion, even by sharing your experiences in the chat, by being open for the expansion. It allows Swamiji to manifest more powerfully through you. So thank you once more for all the participants for
Jeremy has written, so being healthy is not like hitting the lottery, it is a habit. Yes, so it is a habit, as you said, but even if you sincerely experience, do this, the exercise and experience the bliss, even you can attract the lottery. That is the science. So when you ground yourself to your source, the original state of bliss, you can manifest whatever you want, even a lottery. You understand, Jeremy? Okay. So sincerely do yoga. Okay, from tomorrow, it is very important. All this confusion, self-doubts, the questions which are arising from during the exercise, it is very difficult to make our logic to understand. But when we when we practice the lifestyle what Swamiji has given, it simply will convince your logic. The yoga, as how Swamiji said, the Haritha cleaning your stomach, how it attracts wealth. Our logic will not understand. But when you sincerely do the lifestyle, whatever Swamiji has given, yoga, puja, powerful cognitions, enriching others, okay? So all is creating the teamily, creating the nice ecosystem around you. All these things simply melts your logic and you will simply manifest the powers and manifest whatever you want, not only wealth, whatever you want in your life.
So to conclude this internalization exercise, decide for the next 3 days, morning till night, whatever act, whatever you find satisfaction in, just sit and cherish it. For example, you felt thirsty, you had water, just feel the satisfaction. The moment the satisfaction is happening in your system, don't just discard it, don't just move on, cherish it. Or for a moment you see the people you love, just imbibe the satisfaction that you are experiencing. Don't let it simply pass by. Really consider that moment in which you are experiencing it. Just imbibe the satisfaction. Just go into it. So many other acts you can experience. Go into each and every one. Just take a short moment, close your eyes and enjoy the satisfaction. Unclutch from the object of the satisfaction. Decide you will experience into the satisfaction wherever you find it. Be filled with it. This is a direct way to experience the supreme bliss. And you will see the more you cherish the satisfaction, in more and more places, in more and more situations, you will be able to find it. You will be able to see it. All of a sudden, a completely new perspective will open up to you, and you will be a very pleasant being to be around. Since when you cherish something in your inner space, you will also radiate it to the people around you. With this powerful cognition, let us now move on to the power manifestation. We're going to move to the next round of Mahima. We're going to manifest the power of increasing the size of an object. So in this round, we're going to manifest this power on an object which is in a distance from us. Until now, we've been holding the object in our hand or keeping it on a solid surface in front of us or making other people hold it. In this round, we're going to measure the object and then place it away from us. So choose the object you want to manifest the power on, measure it, and then place it away from you in a location where you can see it, but it should not be in your immediate close by you. So requesting all participants to get ready for the power manifestation and then connect to Swamiji in your inner space, from that space where you and him are one. Simply remember Swamiji in your inner space and chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and request Swamiji to manifest this power through you. Increase the size of the object that you have selected. Let us now enter into this power manifestation.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
Nityanandam, everyone. So now everyone can share the manifestations you did, the measurement, the increase in size of the object, whatever you chose to manifest You can share in the chat, in the Zoom chat. I want everyone to participate in the chat. Everyone to share. Ma
Mahavira, Jnana Sarupini, has shared things become heavier. So you measure the weight of the object, no? That is actually a different power, but it is also one of the Ashtamahashaktis. You manifest it on a necklace. The image is a little small. That is also great. That is still fine. See, we are sitting here not necessarily for the result of the power manifestation. We are sitting here to manifest oneness with Paramashiva. That is the context of the power manifestation itself. And the manifestation happening is only an expression of us sitting and being receptive, sitting and being in the state of nirvikalpa samadhi, unclutching from the compulsive thought patterns that we go through day to day. So if the power manifestation has happened for you, that is great anyways, even if you manifest a different power this time.
So, Solid Chen, please participate. Participate in the chat. So it is not only going to help you; it is also going to help others to get grounded in the science of oneness with Paramashiva, the power manifestation. See, all I can see the people in the chat, the message that they are telling that they are not able to control their reactions they are going through, and they are not able to manifest whatever they want. See, all these are the self doubts, all the self doubts and the contradicting thoughts we collected from the society. But Swamiji, what he is telling us, he already gave the power to all of us to manifest our reality, because we are the ultimate, we are the Paramashiva, the ultimate source of self. So when we come in oneness with Swamiji, there is no choice. We have to manifest. So continuously manifesting the powers, uh, connecting with Swamiji, being in the attending the Darshan, and attending the sessions, sincerely doing all the um, sessions and manifesting the powers is very important. So all your self doubts will be melted, and you will simply will be grounded in the ultimate state of oneness with Swamiji. What Swamiji is telling us as the original state of bliss.
Yes. Ma Sari Chen is sharing. I remember him in the sky. It is beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Ma. Nitya Chakraraja Sarupini is sharing, yet to manifest but enjoy visualizing Venkateshwara. Beautiful. Melt in that Baba Samadhi. That is literally what we are sitting here for, to strengthen our feeling connection to Paramashiva and feel the oneness. Yes, Mahabharavan Sarupini is also sharing. And yes, one thing I wanted to also mention is that when we are manifesting the four tattvas, integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, based on what we can cognize, we can contribute to ourselves and others. But when we sit and manifest the powers of Paramashiva, we will experience a breakthrough, not only for ourselves, but we will manifest a breakthrough for humanity as a whole. See, these powers are being brought down from Kailasa for us to manifest. And the moment we start manifesting, we start even just sitting and doing that tapas, sitting through the process, going through our blind spots, going through our delusions, self-doubt, self-hatred, and self-denial. When we decide to break these patterns in us, we contribute to the conscious, the super-conscious upliftment of the entire planet. So even if you feel the manifestation is not happening for you, no, it is not happening for you. It is happening for you, and it is happening for all of us. So sit with that powerful cognition that even you just deciding to sit here and manifest powers, you are enriching, not only your own consciousness, but the consciousness of all of us.
Yes. So, as Maharaj said, just by participating, just by involving, attending the session itself, will bring the transformation in you, and you are progressing in a right direction just by attending, being, making your presence in this powerful session and this powerful program, Paramashivoham. So now we conclude the session. So I once again remind you all, tomorrow everybody should join the yoga session. So it's very important. Swamiji has designed very beautifully the Nithyananda Yoga, PVK and DVK. It's very important for our spiritual progress to manifest the powers and become Swamiji himself. So let us conclude today, and I welcome once again all of you for tomorrow's yoga session.
Yes, we will both be there for the yoga. Jeremy is asking. So let's celebrate together and conclude today's day of Paramashivoham with the Purna mantra. Let's sit straight with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Join your hands in Namaskara Mudra. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we chant the Purna mantra. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukar Panamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.